Hey everybody, welcome to my new series called After Game. I know the name sounds kind of weird, but I'm gonna probably work on the better name title. So this series is a podcast slash review of the games I've beaten. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon having to be one, and well, I've actually beaten Majora's Mask, but I guess I can do that another time. So, anyway, join with me is Hiroski.
Well, Lance or hirokaski, either is fine.
Lance, okay. So, we're going to be talking about the game, discussing what we like, talking about what we didn't like. So, to start off, we're going to talk about, we're going to be basically talking about the history of Luigi's Mansion. So, Hiro, let's start off with you. What do you like about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon?
Well, originally, I liked the fact that the way you'd get through the different mansions and how you actually transport to them was actually a good idea. Actually being transferred into little pixels and then popping in one area and then coming out the other. That was good.
Yeah, I like the pixel warping thing. It's a shame though, because in Smash 4, the Smash 4 for 3DS and Wii U, it's kind of sad because you don't get to see Luigi, doing the pixelating thing he did in Dark Moon. And Dark Moon came first, and then Smash 4 came second, so that game came before.
Oh no!
No, it came after Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
You would have thought that they would have at least tried to implement something like that in there, like a DLC.
Yeah.
I mean, even I'd pay for a little bit like that.
Yeah. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, I like the transition, how it has like the pixels and everything. I thought it was more unique, to give like Luigi a different warping style than, towards Mario.
Yeah.
His own game and what.
Then again, Mario does hog the spotlight an awful lot.
Yeah.
I did kind of think that they didn't do enough for the year of Luigi.
Yeah. This game was the first game to be released. This game was first for Luigi's Mansion. Sorry, the year of Luigi. Yeah, excuse me, I'm a little kind of out of it. So, yeah, I heard that this game was delayed for like 1 or 2 years or something.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I was really excited when they announced Dark Moon, and I really wanted to get my hands on it because, I really enjoyed the first game, and I really wanted to play the second one. Yeah. And I thought it was really interesting that they had it on for the 3DS.
I actually thought it was going to be on the Wii U originally. I thought it was going to be another console game, but when I thought handheld, I went, how is that going to work?
Well, I can see that the Wii U version, if they ever do release the Dark Moon for the Wii U, I can see that they actually that they would have the right stick to, move, Luigi around like he did in the first game with the C stick on the GameCube controller.
Oh yeah.
And, it'd probably be like the same control mapped out, but who knows, maybe with extra buttons they probably could do something with it. Yeah. So, while we're talking about controls, what is your thoughts about the controls on Dark Moon?
I actually quite like them. I thought they were very easy to get used to. I mean, they took a while for me to grasp, even though my sister got the game took it from me and tried to claim it for her own, which was very embarrassing. Every time I was getting my 3DS, I just thought, right, now to play some of the whip. Okay, where's it gone? And then there was my sister saying, come on, King Boo, in there. You ready to get King Boo? And she went, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of King Boo, I don't know if this was intentional or not, but they kind of gave away the villain, and they're trying to like hide the fact that King Boo is in the game, and they're trying to cover it up and be like, no, you didn't see nothing. King Boo's not in the game. All right, just forget what you saw.
I know.
It's kind of like it felt like a last minute thing, but it never really bothered me. I just find it kind of weird.
Well, then when my sister first played it and she saw the polter pop, all I just heard was, "Oh, I want it." And I went, "What? You want what?" I went, "Ghost dog." I went,
Yeah.
And then again, my sister sucker for anything like that.
Yeah, I thought the ghost dog was all right. I didn't really have a problem with it. you know, other than the fact that he tries to take all your stuff and then you have to like chase after it.
That's a little frustrating.
Yeah, looking back on it, it kind of did take away from, the mission structure, which I'll talk about that later. That you have to end up hounding it and chasing it and such. It's really great that they actually implemented that in the multiplayer of Scare-Scraper.
Oh, did you know that Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon actually had a second name as well if you're overseas? Over here, it wasn't called Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon over here, it was just called Luigi's Mansion 2.
Oh, yeah.
I
remember I was looking at it.
I thought, what?
Yeah, I remember I was looking at it on the Mario Wiki thingy. I think they do that for all games. They have like the names and then they change the names into like different regions and such.
I know. It was a little unusual though. I thought, why does America get the cool name and we don't?
It's like Super Mario Stars, and other regions got Super Mario. Yeah.
Super Mario, the meh version.
That's a good one. Let's see. Now let's I want to talk about the mission structure on Dark Moon. So I'll go first. I thought the mission structure was kind of odd, but I enjoyed it. It just, to me, it kind of felt a little too short. Especially when you first play Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon for the first time, and then you wanted to like go explore like the mansions and such, but instead you're left with like just one thing, and EGAD tells you to like go do this, and then such. And what is your thoughts about it?
Well, I thought it was very good. I mean, I like the comedy with some of the ghosts. I mean, the very first mission you do, when you see the two ghosts when they're playing in the car, that had me chuckling a little bit.
Yeah.
But the limiting of the certain bits in the first mission was a bit annoying, because restricting you to a certain area before you could actually explore the entire area. That was a bit annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that, I didn't really like it at first, until, like, I played the game. I did, like, the Let's Abridge for it, and looking back on it, I was kind of hoping to, do more of the mission or something, like, just explore the mansion. Especially, when you got the poltergeist, and you're doing what you're doing what you're supposed to be doing on Luigi's Mansion.
True.
You're supposed to hunt ghosts. And it felt like the last minute when the ghosts show up and then you started hunting ghosts and such. And then EGAD calls you in and says, "Hey, good job. Now come back to my bunker and we can talk about the next mission."
And then you're on your console saying, no, I want to explore more.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying. But some people like the mission base, and some people like, the first game and how it handled itself. Which is kind of weird, because in the first game you had a large mansion to explore, and you have like different areas to explore. What I remember in the first game is that you hunt ghosts, and you hunt like the mini boss ghosts. I don't know if you want to call it mid boss or mini boss or something.
I'd say I'd probably call them mid area bosses, probably, or something like that, or location bosses. Right, and they had those there, and then you get to like the boss, and then you go to like EGAD's shack, and then you do the second area. Yeah, and speaking of which, it is kind of sad that the first game the first ghost in the first game didn't make an appearance at all. I know. I thought they would have at least done a small port of it. I thought that would have been good. You actually have Luigi, or like a day one edition of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. You get a download code to actually get a sort of like a 3DS port for the game, but only for early adopters. I thought that would have been good, because they did well when they 3DS first came out. They did the 10 free games. I thought that would have been a great selling point, and probably would have helped them sell more units.
Well, yeah. I just thought, like, I don't know. To me, I just thought it was kind of strange. And then I wish they could have done the same thing for the second game. Yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about is what we liked about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. So far what I loved about Dark Moon is that the cutscenes, like they have like a few second cutscenes and then they get to the game. I thought that was pretty clever because it always, I know this is I don't mean to sound off topic, but it after like playing a little bit of Brawl, they always showed like 2 seconds of a cutscene and then gameplay. I've always thought that was kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, if there's going to be a cutscene, I'll at least want it to be about like 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, look at Xenoblade, that's got really good cutscenes. I mean, yeah, it's not, some people will say it's not graphically amazing, but Xenoblade's storyline is amazing as well as great cutscenes.
Yeah. And I don't mean like unnecessary for Dark Moon, I mean unnecessary for Brawl. It's just comparing both of them because, Dark Moon, the pacing and the cutscene, it handled itself pretty well. They introduce you to different types of ghosts that they actually have personality. And, some people who actually watch my videos, I love personality when it comes to like Mario games.
I noticed.
Because like notice that Luigi actually does have personality. Like it felt like he was more developed than Mario is. And that's what makes me drawn into him, because when I played Dream Team, he actually does care about Mario and he wants to help out. It was during that Dreams Deep the Dreams Deep part, that he wants to help Mario and he wants to save the world and such. He's not clumsy, hunt ghosts. I don't want to be in your shadow and such.
I know, I actually want to try it. I actually want to try that game, but I've never had a chance to, because everywhere I tried to get the game, it's out of stock.
Yeah, I played that game. I mean, I loved it for the Year of Luigi, but I didn't really like it because they have all the stuff they took off from the previous ones. But getting back to Dark Moon, yeah, so like,
sorry,
I actually, yeah, I know. I'm glad that they actually introduced these characters, because greenies, they end up picking up stuff, and well, that part I hate. The slammers actually are like more of the brute forces and such, and it's kind of sad because these ghosts were introduced in Dark Moon and they actually have personalities, which in the Mario games they don't. Because I don't know. Like I just love Luigi's character in the game. He just, like, the different animations and how he reacts to Egad talking, and such. And when Egad warps, well, I should say he forces Luigi on this mission, and then he's all like, no, I don't want to do this. I'm not ready. I haven't finished my milk and cookies. I haven't taken a nap first. I
haven't slept for ages. I want to go back home and sleep.
Exactly, yeah.
Sorry, Luigi. We've got more mansions to serve. What do you mean mansions? I only got the one. No, there's more now. Location.
Yeah, and yeah, and I've actually pointed out in the first episode where they actually cameoed, his map from the first game. Yeah. So there were a lot of comedies in the game that I really enjoyed.
That's true.
But what are your thoughts about it? What do you like about it?
Me, well, apart from the comedy with some of the ghosts, the green ghosts are by far my favourite.
Yeah, the greenies.
The greenies are more or less my favourites because they're hilarious. But if we're talking about the one, if I want to go off topic just for the first one and say something about the first one, I'd say my two favourite location bosses are the baby, because of the way you fought it. I thought that was very inventive, very creative. Sorry. And the melody one, the one that's playing the music and you actually guessed the song, I thought that was very good. I really liked that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought those were really clever too. I feel like the ghosts in the first game looked like this. They kind of look the same, because it felt like they have like sheets over their heads and such.
They did a little bit, I will say that. But I did really love the musical one because in truth, apart from Fire Emblem, I am a bit of a sucker for rhythm games, so
Yeah.
that did kind of speak out to me a little bit.
Yeah, I'd have to play the first game again. I remember there were like ways to defeat bosses. One of them you mentioned, Melody. You have to like guess the song, and the other one where you have to play hide and seek. And actually, there's another one. I don't know if that counts. There was this guy with candles, and you have to like light it up, and then he goes to the room and starts making noises for whatever reason.
What was it?
Yeah, and I'll just say this though. I do wish that some of the ghosts from the first game do appear in the second game.
Would have loved to have seen Melody again, because she was, if I could pick one of the ghosts out of the Ghost or Melody, I'd say it's Melody, hands down.
She's one of your favorites?
She is actually my favourite ghost in the Luigi's Mansion games. Loved that character to bits.
Yeah.
I actually thought you shouldn't catch her because she's too sweet. I mean, she makes music. What's wrong about that? I thought,
hey, who knows? Maybe she could
music?
be the yeah, who knows? Maybe she could be the composer for the next Luigi's Mansion game if we ever do get one.
Well, I hope so. Get on that, Nintendo.
While we're talking about personality, Professor Egad, like I love how Egad has like a sense of humor in the game. Like he's all like, "Oh, I'm not going to this place. You are. Oh, no paranormal researcher worth their salt would go into that place."
Then why are you putting me in there? Because you're Italian.
Jeez, I didn't know Egad was racist.
Probably. They're good at fixing things.
Well, I guess you got a point there.
Now, okay, so we've got that part. Well, now another thing I wanted to talk about, what I didn't like about Dark Moon. Now, you mentioned that you didn't like the gyro controls.
I hated them.
I despise motion controls. Ever since they were introduced, was it the 3DS? Was it?
I think it was. Yeah, no, it was the 3DS. I mean, they did have.
Was it the 3DS?
They had one motion game for I think it was the DS or the GBA called Yoshi's Tilt and Tumble. I think it was called. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I know it had something to do with Yoshi, or Kirby. I don't know. It's one of those two.
Yeah, I hate the motion controls, and Dark Moon. It felt like. It felt like it's unbalanced, you know, when you're trying to fight, when you're trying to like study the controls. It felt like it did not recognize a 3DS at all, and you have to like fight. You have to like tilt it left and right to get across gaps. But you know, thankfully they're not like that you don't have to use it too often, and that was good for me. And I wish you had the option to turn it off, or there was a patch to.
There was do you want to know? There's one game I wish that didn't have motion controls.
What's up?
I know it's laziness, but Skyward Sword.
They have motion controls.
I love Skyward Sword with all my heart, but the fact that whenever I was fighting Girahim on the first boss, and you had to literally make sure the calibration was perfect, or otherwise Girahim beat you down every single time.
Okay.
Basically, if I had hair at that time, I would be bald.
Yeah, and another thing that I didn't like, but it didn't bother me that much. I don't like how the mission structure, like I like some of the mission structure, but I personally want to explore the mansion just to see what the areas look like, and just, you know, I mean, the mission structure is okay for one thing, but to have it like all throughout the entire game, it wasn't game breaking, but it was distracting.
True, I understand that.
Yeah, because like I said before, you played the game for the first time and you got the poltergeist. You don't hunt ghosts right away. You end up in the bathroom and then you find the ghost taking a shower. Which is kind of funny, by the way.
That literally has me howling when I see that. Just
yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah, and then
That's funny.
the last minute you start hunting ghosts, and he gets like, "Good job, now come back, and let me send you to the next mission to do." And then I displayed it in one of my the parts of my Let's Play, you know, just for the sense of humor. When you at certain parts of the game, this is just like 3 of them. When you want to explore the mansion, EGAD calls you and says, "No, you're not supposed to go that way. Go back and do what I tell you to."
Basically, he's doing a Professor Oak.
Yeah, and I've talked with Xana before. He mentions that he doesn't like. I think this was Metroid Other M, or it's Super Metroid or something.
I actually liked Other M, but other people went, "Oh no, it's boring." I like it. I like the story. I mean, yeah, Samus still sounds like she's 5 from Skyward Sword, but actually without the auto-tune. But
yeah,
I don't
thought
care.
about. Yeah, I thought about like playing it with them just to see, you know, my reaction. But as I was saying, like he didn't like how like the game was telling you where to go and what to do. He prefers to like explore the mansion. And honestly, I felt the same way when I played Dark Moon again. Like the first time I played it, it didn't really bother me, but then looking back on it, it started to
get
sense.
to you, yeah.
I mean, it's just weird because like in the first game, you had this big mansion and you explored area by area by area, and this was a huge mansion. And then you know, you got Dark Moon, and then they just say, go unclog my toilet. Thanks. Now go get me the newspaper. Thanks. Your mission. Go hang up my picture frame. I'm too short. I can't reach the wall. Change my light bulb, or put out my fire. Make my bed. You know?
Make my breakfast.
What am I, a
Cook
housemaid?
me some lunch.
I need
Feed
flour.
my dog. Water my plants. Basically, he's like a maid. You know what I mean? Like he's basically, you know, telling you what to do. And as funny as it sounds, it's kind of like what the game is telling you to do, you know?
It felt that way with me and Ocarina of Time as well, because instead of exploring the area, you're told you need to go there. Well, you don't actually get told, you're just nagged by Navi. Hence the hack, if I actually could do it, put the kill Navi button or disable Navi so she doesn't bother.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain games that actually do tell you what to do based on the missions, and honestly, like I really hate that. For example, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, there was a segment in Christina's the Christina missions. You get to explore Florence or Venice or something.
I think
You get to explore them in Ezio's memories.
Ooh.
And well, not really. You don't really get to explore them, but there's I think the first two missions that you can explore, but there's another part where, you know, your main mission is to stop the guards from killing Christina or something. And to me, that always bothered me because I actually want to explore, you know, the area, because like the first game, the colors were all it was kind of like how do I say this? Dark colors or something.
Like
they're like
sort of like the murky colours.
Yeah, and then you look at Brotherhood, and then the colors are like, the visuals are fantastic, and I wanted to see how it looked like in that area, because the entire game you're exploring Rome. So that's kind of like how that to me, that's just how I felt when I was playing Dark Moon, because I wanted to explore the entire mansion. The multiplayer on the other hand,
I did enjoy that, but the sudden cutouts, the random cutouts when people are in the game, and you're just thinking, "Oh, great, I'm doing well. You've been kicked from this over." What? I had all these captures, and then someone just runs off just because they're not winning.
Yeah, it's either that or they're just being trolls. I don't like using the word trolls. I'll just say they're being annoying.
Or sore loser. Try that.
Yeah, especially like when you're trying to do something and they're just like going, "Hey," and they're just pressing on the buttons and walking around and such.
Why do you think that's why I gave up Triforce Heroes? Because I was getting annoyed. I knew how to do the game, but people kept going, "Hey, hey, hey."
Yeah, I mean, I mean, for me, that I wish that a player can just join in when you're in the middle of the game, you know?
That would have been a lot easier.
Yeah, there are like a few things I didn't like about the multiplayer Dark Moon, but there are a few parts that I do like. For starters, I don't like that you can't start with your own weapons and your upgrades. Well, I shouldn't say weapons, but like if you're playing with people, if they have the copy or if they're downloaded, if they download it off for you, I wish you had the ability to like use your own upgrades instead of having to start from scratch.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't make a lot of money on hunter mode. In Poltergust and Polterpups you do, but in hunter mode you just don't. And to me that actually bothers me because I would love to I would love to do better in Dark Moon or any other game, because if I start off scratch it'd feel like I sucked. You know?
That's understandable.
Yeah. Another thing I didn't like about the 4 Luigis. I'm sorry, but it just yeah.
Basically feels like
the
Four
bad
Swords
taste on
all
my
over
mouth.
again.
Yeah, it did feel like 4 Swords. You're right. Yeah. I just wish that they had like playable characters like Egad or maybe Mario or.
That would have been fun.
Yeah. What about you? What do you like about the multiplayer?
Well, speaking from experience, considering that in truth, I've only managed to play it twice because my sister's mainly been hogging it. I'd actually say the controls are a lot easier for me to get used to. And the fact that I can actually find a way to turn the gyroscope controls off on that, so I thought, finally! And I thought it was a lot easier without the gyroscope controls. It was a lot more fun.
Yeah.
I'd say the only thing I didn't like was when you had to chase Polterpup. More or less, I got that impression when I was playing it with you, and then we had that one trouble catching that one Polterpup that was driving us mad.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought to be honest, the Polterpups were a lot of fun to do than the other ones. I hated the time one.
Oh,
I remember I was doing it with a friend, and he wanted me to finish it, but at the same time, I didn't want to bother with it because you have like an unfair time to finish the mission.
That's true.
And you have to go around collecting clocks, which gives you 10 more seconds, which is not enough to, finish the finish the mission.
Would match be more of a suitable word?
Yeah. And I just felt like the upgrades were kind of unfair because one player, like if you're like doing the four red coins, like it gives the upgrade to the person who it's all random or something.
That I did find a bit unfair as well. Thought they could have at least tried to split it between the various parties involved, but no, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Sure, man.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah, the cat climbed onto the. Anyway, what were we talking about?
What we liked and disliked about the multiplayer.
Yeah, yeah. I just, to me, it just kind of felt unfair because you have like a disadvantage. Though you do find some of the upgrades in like Vault or such, and that would have to be like the heart, the health regenerator thingy.
Oh yeah.
And while I'm on the subject on that, the upgrades are most effective on different modes.
That's true.
The goggles, Polterpup, health generator, bosses. 2 times or 3 times the Poltergust upgrade, hunter mode.
Oh yeah.
And maps, time. Those are more effective for these modes, and I wish everybody gets a different upgrade, but yeah. Okay, I feel like I've been talking too much on that.
No, it's all.
But I do love I do love the communication though with the players.
Yeah.
Especially the multiplayer has a sense of humor too. I forgot to mention. Especially with one faints, and then Luigi's like, "Hi, help me, I'm dying,"
Help,
and
help,
such.
help.
That did make me
Yeah, and then one gets stuck in the jar if you're sucking up the ghosts, and then the other player's like, "Hey!" Which another thing I forgot to mention. If I'm ever playing multiplayer with other people, please don't suck up my ghosts, because that gets on my nerves.
I know where that is. I know where
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this. Okay, so we talked about the multiplayer. EGAD's calling you.
Why don't we just call it an irritating text message?
That too, or EGAD's a pest.
Or e-message.
Yeah.
I'll come up with a new idea.
What?
I'll come up with some new ideas for that name of the calls, but it'll take a while.
Yeah. So I mentioned that the mission structure kind of like, you know, was kind of was kind of like bothering me. EGAD calling you constantly doesn't help either.
No, it was
especially when you start the game, he calls you constantly, and you haven't even hunted a ghost. Like, he calls you when you walk in, like you walk up to the gate. He calls you when you got the poltergust. He calls you when you got a key. He calls you after you, you know, found the stroll bulb, or if you open the door. And that's like, he just, wow.
I know, usually I would have thought Luigi would say,
Mr. EGAD, I'm just wondering, what is your problem? You keep ringing me every single second I do something. I'm lonely.
that's my philosophy of why he does that.
Yep. Yeah.
He's pretty much lonely and he just wants to bother someone just so he actually feels important.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that'd be amusing.
Yeah,
Not
it's
mean,
like,
but true to
it's like
life.
if EGAD wanted some attention, you're welcome to explore the mansion with me. You don't have to sit in the bunker all bored, you know.
No, thank you. I'd rather watch you
And
like
then-
Big Brother.
Yeah, and that's when I came, and before I came up with the song, there was a ringtone that I had on my phone. So, I thought if I can actually put it on the game, on EGAD's ringtone to suit my reaction to when someone calls you, or someone bothers you, or say like you're at work.
Hold on,
or-
I'll be right back. I just gotta get my potato. Back in a few
Okay.
seconds. I'm back.
Hey, welcome back. A little further away. Okay. So, what was I saying?
About
What was I
EGAD's
saying?
ringtone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so EGAD's ringtone. It was I had the thing on my ringtone. It was from this thing that someone showed me about this Mel Blanc thing with the show called I forgot the name. It was that Christmas time thing, and then he was like a clerk or something, and he was yelling at this guy because he got on his nerves. I thought that's where I got the ringtone from, and I thought that would suit the call, you know, for Professor EGAD. So then I somewhere around later on the I keep saying oh a lot, I'm tired.
It's alright.
So later on that LP, I gave EGAD another ringtone, which is called "EGAD's a Pest." Professor Onionhead is calling me.
Hello?
I don't believe this! I thought I changed the Dual Scream's ringtone settings! Hiccup! Doggone it! Now my hiccups are back! Hiccup! Are you happy now? Hiccup! Yeah! Bad dog!
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of players would actually agree with that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Kelly saw it and she died. And she kept singing that song. She still sings that song to this day.
Definitely sounds like an idea. It's like 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube did top songs done by YouTubers, and then that came up. EGAD's
Oh my
a Pest.
God.
That would be awesome.
That kind of would be. And then I look back I'm looking back and I'm like, do I really sing in my videos a lot? It's kind of weird because, like, I'm a bad singer and I don't sing well. But yeah, I don't know. I watched EGAT's song and that didn't really bother me a bit. Maybe I'm just used to talking on the mic. Well, not really used to talking on the microphone, but I guess I'm just used to different characters or something. Huh? Commentate? Yeah, I guess you could say commentating.
I'm still getting used to it.
Yeah. Well, I am camera shy and I am microphone shy, so there you go.
So the only time that doesn't really affect me is when I'm doing my characters like Link, Gretel, Girahim, and everyone else. I'm all right then, but until I actually get to try doing the commentated gameplay of Breath of the Wild, which I'm still doing in March.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the bosses. What is your thoughts about the bosses?
They're creative, but some of them can be a bit frustrating.
Yeah. Before I get into what I hate and like about the bosses, someone else said that they didn't like the bosses because it felt that the ghost possessors were exactly the same. And he said it felt lazy, like the bosses kind of felt a little lazy or something. Me personally, I didn't like when I first played the game, I didn't like the bosses because it felt a little too puzzly, especially the first one. Whereas the second one, I like the second boss though. It was fine for me. I think the third one, I do like that one because you're just hunting ghosts, but at the same time it was a little lazy.
I'd say the one ghost I did hate the most, the ghost hunter I hated the most, was finding the cogs for the gate.
Boss.
The cogs for the gate. The mission 2, finding the gate cogs.
The gate goals?
The gate cogs, like the little gate pieces. That was frustrating.
I'm sorry, can you say that again? The cat just kept getting on my nerves. What were you saying?
It was the gate pieces that you need to find those. The 3 gate pieces, you need to find them.
The gate pieces? Which
the gate
which one was that?
I think it was mission 2, where you've got
gate. Oh, you mean the gears?
Yeah, that annoyed me because I'm just.
Oh yeah.
That was very frustrating.
Yeah, there's some frustrating parts about the game. But the one thing, the people know this, and the video says it all. My hated boss, most hated boss. That is the ice boss.
I never actually got to do that. I've never actually. Truth be told, I've never beaten Dark Moon. I just played my sister's file.
Oh, I see. Sorry about that.
That's alright. Hurricane 1, Cat 0. I've been waiting all the time to do that, Joe.
And no, it wasn't Pudding. It was some other cat. It's just, ugh. He kept coming in trying to climb on my thing, but, yeah, the ice boss. When I played the game, Luigi's Mansion, for the first time, and I got to the ice boss, I literally screamed on my 3DS. That boss was cringeworthy, hair-pulling, game-shaking, wall-punching. It was so annoying.
I'll have to remember.
You literally have to shoot all around his icicles. And, you have to shoot his icicles, and you have like a time limit on the thing. I think if he attacks you, the meter goes up or something. Ooh. You have to shoot it. I can't even get the words down correctly. Basically, you have to get a direct hit. If you shoot in his mouth or something, then he's gonna restore itself. And then you get a game over if your meter's full or if he destroys the machine.
Wow.
And you gotta do the entire thing all over again. Who thought that would be a good idea?
Probably thought of
what were they thinking? What is wrong with them? Why? Just
it's aggravating.
I'm getting so mad just thinking about it.
Probably Nintendo thinking. Reggie's probably thinking, how can we make gamers want to play our games more? Make them more difficult? No. How about we add a new mechanic that frustrates them, making them want to try even harder? That's evil. I know.
That, I knew what I was getting into when I did the ice levels. What was it called? Secret Mine. Like, when I got there, I wanted to stop playing. I just wanted to stop the Let's Play entirely because of that boss. That boss killed the game for me.
Wow.
And it was not fun. It was frustratingly annoying. I'm trying to think of a word, but it was that bad. It was horrible.
Basically hell.
Huh?
So pretty much hell.
Yeah, like, if you got there, you'd be screaming at your TV screen. You'd be screaming at your 3DS. What am I saying?
I scream like a girl, though. So that cops would probably be called and say, what's happened to the little girl?
You want to know what's funny, though?
What's that?
He's not even the final boss. And Kelly beat the game, and she's never played Luigi's Mansion!
Wow.
She's never played the game! Sorry, I'm losing my voice because, you know, I just released Luigi's Mansion and King Boo's voice kind of like...
I could tell.
I'm losing my voice.
I could tell. I'm glad that I won't ask you to do that voice for something of mine then. Because literally...
I still can. I still can because I had a lot of fun doing King Boo. It felt like it was Bowser all over again, so... yeah, oh my god, I hate the ice boss. Ugh. So, now that I got that out of the way, so the ghosts that were in the game, like the boos. I thought hunting boos down was pretty good. You know, you only get one.
I like the boo hunting, but I felt sorry for when you actually have to yank on their tongues. I thought that's cruel.
I know, that was kind of dark. I mean, that I can expect Mario or Wario, but Luigi?
But then again, think
Jeez.
about it. Mario Kart 8, the death stare.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I thought, wow, maybe Luigi's finally snapped that he didn't have enough year of Luigi.
Yeah, and you want to know something? I'm gonna trip you guys out real quick. You know what's funny? Ever since Luigi's Mansion, ever since he restored the Dark Moon, it felt like Luigi was getting more bold. Think about it. He cruelty yanked the Booz's tongue and then bounced on them to get them in the vacuum cleaner. He gave characters the death stare on Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, I actually thought, whoa.
It's like, now that I'm finally a hero, I get to walk over people, and I get to eat Mario's pasta, or put his hand on warm water while he's sleeping.
Or take Princess Peach for myself.
I don't think Luigi's that mean.
I mean, what if he had the chance? He's probably. I think he's probably sick of being player 2.
Maybe so. But yeah, that's just mean. I'm like, I know Luigi's timid, but he didn't have to be so mean-spirited.
Well, then again, people that are timid usually do have a very dark side. That's a widely known fact.
Kind of makes me what Porky's dark side would be.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, him playing Space Jam, that's a dark side.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so we talked about pretty much all we have to say for is there anything else that we forgot to mention? I almost said mansion. To mention. Mansion. I forgot to mention that yeah.
Not that I can really think of, no.
Yeah. I will say this though. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon did give me a lot of stuff to... It did give me everything I needed for, you know, to make the LP.
Oh yeah.
And I'm actually really glad that I was able to you know, play the game and abridge it, Let's Abridge it.
Yeah. I mean,
now, that I'm sorry for interrupting you, but
okay.
I just remembered something. The bonuses.
I
didn't mention that. I'm gonna let you start off because I feel like I talk too much.
Hey, it's alright. I mean, I like it. I don't mind.
Yeah?
As for the bonuses, I didn't really get to see any of them. In truth, my sister would be the person you'd want to talk about with that, because she knows more about the game than I do, considering I've only played it twice.
Yeah.
I actually have
Has she found all of them?
More than likely she has, yes.
Okay.
My sister completed everything on the highest rank.
I did too.
And I just thought, was Kate reading a walkthrough? Nope. Her phone was switched off, and it's the quietest I've ever heard my sister when she's playing that.
Yeah. But yeah, as for the bonuses, for me, I enjoyed the bonuses. There was one bonus that that being said, the ice one.
Oh yeah.
Where you had to use the snowballs to attack the hiders that are throwing balls at you. And that, to me, it's just basically, Duck Hunt. Or, the shooting game that you go to the carnival.
Except you don't have that annoying dog just going,
Yeah, well, to me, it felt like that if you miss.
True, but if it was me and I was on Duck Hunt, I'd just go, alright, come on, out you come. Start laughing at me. Oh. There. Try and laugh at me now.
Yeah, those are just some of the annoyances that I mean, like I said, I do like the bonuses. It's just the ice one that I hate.
It's understandable. Everyone has a boss they don't like. I mean, with me, I'd say the one boss that I loathe and detest more than anything, I'd probably say it'd be the fourth boss in Pandora's Tower. You literally have to get a chain and yank their heart out, but all of them have really powerful defenses.
Yeah. I was actually glad that I actually gotten, the Tom Repels on the voicing one of the ghosts and Toberpa doing the toads. He had a lot of fun doing the toads. Yeah, so I'm actually.
Did you get the ones I did for you? Did you get the ones I did just for a joke?
Yup, that was the pink toad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I did the funny little lines of just going, "Hey, Hiroki, I'm Toad." I mean, I can't do the voice now because literally my throat is because I've been voice acting all day.
Yeah, I was too. But is there anything? I'm trying to think of. Is there anything else that we could talk about that we just mentioned? Well, King Boo's design.
Oh yeah.
I like how he looks in this game better than the first one. Kelly showed me King Boo. He's in Paper Jam.
Is he?
Yeah, I guess.
I never played it. I mean, I didn't like.
I never did too.
Star.
Yeah, I never did too. There was one fan who asked me to play, and I said I'm not into Paper Mario. Then he got all upset and started saying things, and I'm like, whatever.
I mean, look at me. I mean, I actually want to try one game, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, and trust me, I know a lot of people are going to go, probably in the comments on my channel, go, "You should have played it before." I went, well, I can't get it because it costs a bundle to get.
Yeah. Yeah, Kelly kept joking around and said, "Hey, you should play the game," and I'm like, "Nah, I can't. I hate Paper Mario. I don't hate Paper. I'm just not into it,
No offense to those that are.
Yeah. But I saw King Boo on there, and I'm like, what did they do to you? You look so much better in Dark Moon. It felt like he was more intimidating, and because he had the shades and the purple eyes.
More than likely, he's probably said, "I've lost weight."
Or more like he just... I don't know.
Nintendo had to make some budget cuts, and sadly I was the one that took the short straw.
But yeah. I'm just gonna throw these ideas in, because I feel like they just need to be addressed. I hope we hope we get a Luigi's Mansion 3.
Or release that really awesome arcade one. Port that.
Oh yeah, I played the arcade one. I liked it, but I don't like the motions. I'm not a fan of motions. I hope that they actually make a Luigi's Mansion 3, and I wish they can put... You see, the thing is, I can see Princess Daisy and Waluigi in Luigi's Mansion games. Because, you know, Nintendo has made these characters, and they never do anything with them.
I know.
Never.
I mean, out of Peach or Rosalina, or...
Well, I heard that she was in Galaxy. And, well, I shouldn't be talking so loud. My voice is hurting. But for Princess Daisy, people say that. I'm not sure people say this, but I remember I was reading at the Wikipedia. It said that Daisy has a crush on Luigi or something, and I'm like, that has never proven to be true because Daisy has never ever been in a Mario game.
I think they're trying to go with the real life movie, and I know a lot of people are giving that movie a lot of jipe, but I actually kind of liked it.
What movie?
The real life Mario movie. I mean,
wait, you talking about Super Show?
No, not that. I mean the actual movie, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, where King Koopa is actually. What?
Don't remind people of that movie.
I liked that movie. It was good.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yes, it wasn't Bowser, it was King Koopa, and the thing that the Goombas were meant to be, what on earth? Well, like I said, I'm refraining from bad language, so I just went, what the shroom are those things?
Yeah.
It feels weird not being able to swear, but it's actually quite fun.
Yeah. But that's okay. What was I gonna say? But yeah, it's 2016. Make a Luigi's Mansion 3, please, 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 please do something with Daisy and Waluigi. Cause I remember I was like scrolling down the screenshots, and then there was like Waluigi and Luigi having this thing or something, like a fight. That I would love to see. Like, I can just imagine Wario just planning something, and then, you know, King Boo ends up working with him, and then, you know, possesses him and such. And
that'd actually be quite a good idea.
Later, he, like, scares the ghost with his face or something. Like, you see it in Mario 64. And, you know, looking back on it, it's like, what is with Luigi in haunted places?
Probably gets a thrill off stuff like that. 9 times out of 10, people are probably doing creepypastas are all about that stuff.
Yeah. So, to wrap things up, I love Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I like the first one.
Here's a question for you. What game do you prefer, 1 or 2? Which one do you favour over the most?
That's hard. It's been a long time since I've played the first one. The first one is something that I plan on doing on my list of LPs, and I can't do console games, so I've already have Dolphin downloaded, and I've already had the ROM, and I'm not happy about it, but I'm gonna have to do an LP on the emulator. So,
well, let me know if you need any voices. I'll be happy to help you.
Oh, thanks, man.
As long as you don't ask me to do Toad.
One thing I forgot to mention. There was the medallions that you find in the first game.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot about those.
Oh, I forgot about those. So, I was kind of sad that they didn't bring those back in the second game, because you can hunt, because in the second game there was a boss, the Bulosilis boss. You can it's basically a game of freeze tag, and I kind of wish that I can just imagine that they actually have it in the second game, that you could use the ice to hunt down boos or something. The Dark Light device is fine. I just wish they can, like, you could do something with it or something.
I'd say one element I would love to have seen in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon would have been elements. Adding elements to the different sucking powers. So, like, flame, you can actually make them panic a bit, so it keeps them in areas for a bit longer. Or ice, fire and ice. More or less like the ice would actually slow them down for about 5 or 10 seconds, giving them more ample time to actually capture them.
Yep.
I'd say that would be a good mechanic to add.
Yeah. One last thing that I do love, and I've already said this, I love how the Mario Brothers talk to each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like they took the cake from they actually took the cake in a good way. That when Luigi saves Mario, he thanks him, and it's like, this is what we want. We want the Mario Brothers talking to each other. They don't have to have dialogue or anything. They can just do what they do. Like you look in YouTube and then you have these cons and then Mario talks to the kids and it's like, why can't he do that? Why can't he do that in his games?
I know. I mean,
and it's
most of the games I've seen are weird like that.
Yeah, to me it feels like in Luigi's own, like if Luigi's by himself or he has his own game, he does somewhat talk. But when he's with Mario, he's just silent.
Although he was hilarious in Bowser's Inside. No, I think it's Bowser's Inside. No, it's not. Superstar Saga.
Yeah, like when he had to, disguise himself as Princess Peach. So.
No,
I thought that was pretty.
The bit that I found funny was when Bowser was saying, "So you want to come with us?" And went, no, and he legs it. Then you just see the Koopa Cruiser just grab him and then just. That literally has me in hysterics.
Yeah.
Even to this day,
so,
that's my love.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've pretty much said all I need to say. Lance, is there anything you'd like to add to the topic?
I'd say all around, Luigi is obviously the better brother.
Yeah, I think
so
too.
No word of a lie. And why haven't they done a Poltergust Luigi amiibo? With a little light that comes on when you just press his nose or something, and then it just comes on for.
You showed me the video and I seen. I'm like, that's a pretty good idea. And the Polterpup though, that's another thing. That's something they could bring back though.
But then again, Nintendo usually, at least Nintendo were not like Niantic with Pokemon Go.
I'm just glad it was there for the year of Luigi. I was kind of hoping they would do something better, like, well, I shouldn't say do something better. I was kind of hoping they would do something more like, Super Mario 3D World. They have another Luigi map. You've got I think there was a mushroom flower and a crown, and then next to it there's Luigi, and then and then there's like a new Luigi power up where you have like the green hat, you become him, or they have the Poltergust or something, and there's like, King Boo makes a return or something.
That'd be
like.
Good.
Yeah, and then Mario Kart 8, there's like a Luigi kart and a Luigi courses based on Luigi's Mansion or, him alone. Stuff like that. That's just the ideas that have been flowing in my mind that I would love to see, for the year of Luigi. So,
if they ever do another year of Luigi.
Right, and I feel like the year of Luigi is more of a big deal than Mario was, because we got the Mario 25th anniversary and it was like, because we basically got a port of, what's it called, All-Star?
Super Mario All-Stars on the Wii. Basically, it's just all the old NES games, but just with SNES graphics. That's all they did. It was just a palette change. I mean, I was originally going to get it until I just thought, hold on, let's have a look. And I did a comparison on my computer. I thought, right, NES, good. Hold on a minute, this is just a quick cash grab. No.
Yeah.
I mean, although I'm a sucker for the Zelda games, I mean, I'm not going to buy another HD port. No. Coming this summer. Twilight Princess HD. Gotta get it. And then in my head I thought, you fell for it again.
Yep. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. So, again, I'm sorry for saying this. Is there anything else you would like to say, or anything you want to bring up, or no?
Other than I think Luigi should get a bit more love and not have Mario hogging the spotlight. I'd say that is a definite that we need.
Yeah, that's how I felt. That's me. That's Kelly and I how I felt. we felt.
I mean, if my sister was here, she'd add her 10 cents in as well. I'd say if anyone's a big Luigi fan, it's her.
Oh yeah, that's me.
She absolutely loves that little guy.
So, yeah, Lance, thanks for being on with me and
No problem.
this podcast review / topic.
Also, a big apologies if any of the viewers heard loads of swearing and cursing. That's my brother, because he's playing Overwatch, and he's a big...
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
No, I mean, when you was hearing all the yelling, the F,
Oh, yeah.
F, that. That's what...
Yeah. So, guys, thank you for, checking out this podcast or review / after game, and, we'll, yeah, I don't think I should do the Majora's Mask after, because I'm probably gonna pretty much say what's going on in my mind.
No, you
so,
really should be honest and vocal about what you think.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be more than happy to join you for that one, because I've got a few little things I want to get off my chest as well.
Yeah.
And don't worry, it'll be kid-friendly.
So, yeah, take care, Lance.
You too.
See y'all later.
Okie dokes.
Bye.